Hello there everybody, Sam'sTrains here. Welcome back to the railway and welcome back to Sam'sTrains Live for the very final episode of this series, and it's actually the final stream of the year, but it's also the Christmas special, so that's pretty good. I think that's a good thing, that's exciting, and I have got one heck of a bumper episode for you today. I've got Elchipo is coming, I have another special guest, possibly from the Train Time team, we'll see. I've got some behind the scenes stuff to talk about with you. Let's see, I'm going to be doing the giveaway. I'm actually going to be giving away 3 models today, so that's super exciting, and also of course tons of requests. I've got photos, advent calendars to talk about, so much stuff, but let's check in with you guys. How are you guys going on? Let me bring in the super chats because I've just seen one from Mayo. Mayo Hosco, thank you so much. Let's see Mallard pulling the 1361 and the Mahano Western on flatbeds with the railgun, egg vans, and LNER brake. Please buy Santa Fe coaches. Do you ask that every week, Mayo? I think you probably do. Anyway, if someone wants a Christmas shout out, or if anyone does, pop those into the chat and I will get to those. Welcome everybody, welcome. It's amazing to see you all. Sideways 66779, hello to you. Hello Sam, how are you? Could you run the Wickham trolley please? Yes, that's one that hasn't been asked for in quite a long time actually. Can I grab a shout out please, says Model Railway Legend. Yes, there you go. Stephen Batt, a huge thank you to you. Says, hi Sam, hope you're well. Can you run the Class C1 Atlantic and Evening Star double heading hauling Christmas wagons, 6 ocean wagons with the naked people inside and the Queen Mary brake? Stephen, thank you so much. I'll have to see if I can dig out the naked people. With it being December, there aren't that many naked people around, but I reckon I can find them. In fact, I can see them. There's a bag full of naked people. That's a strange thing to admit in my loft. But we'll find them. Yes, we'll get those going. ERT, thank you so much. Says run something Christmassy. That's a nice idea. The Brighton Bell wants to see the E2 running. You're welcome to request that if you like. Liam Calder, there's a shout out to you. Also Rowan Langley, there's one as well. Welcome folks. Is everybody doing all right? Merry Christmas, Adam Rushton, nice to see you. I hope you have a great Christmas, says Lykios Phelan. I hope you do as well, Lykios Phelan, that's lovely. Welcome MDH Games, nice to see you in the chat. Garter Blue A4s, I see. Adam Rushton, there we go. Adam Rushton is spamming Merry Christmas messages in the chat. Sparky129, hi Sam, this is for a Christmas related request. We are taking Christmas requests today, by the way. Backman, I thought it said Bullman, no Backman. It's very similar, isn't it? Those two words, Backman and Bullman. I only just realised that. Anyway, James, Backman Henry pulling some red and green coaches. Christmas coaches, good idea. And Whammy Radio by Christian Man is ready for the giveaway and Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you, and I'm glad you are. Thank you, guys. Shining Time 4, could you run the S&DJR7F? These some locos that haven't been run in ages in requests coming up today. That's an awesome idea with some southern coaches. That's unusual. That's Christmassy maybe? Is that the idea there? Green coaches. William Babcock, or Cock. I always forget which one that is. Could you run the B12, the C1 Atlantic and LNER coaches? Hope this sort of makes up for my other request for this stream. That's okay, William. No, anything you like is fine by me. And Lynette5972, greetings from Michigan, USA. I love Michigan. I'd love to go and visit. Could you run the Père Marquette Berkshire with whatever cars you please? The Père Marquette ran near my house. Wow. Now that is something to claim, isn't it? Dervard94, evening Sam, happy Christmas. Could you run something southern? Yes, you got it, without a doubt. There's going to be lots of southern today. Welcome to the engineers, Paul Bowman, nice of you to join. Isaac Marchand, thank you to you. I wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas, and if you can run Kilkenny Castle or any castle class. Yeah, I don't have that one, but I do have some castles I can run with some Great Western coaches. Great idea, sure. Jimmy saved Latin. That's very kind of you, thank you very much. I was slightly taken aback by your picture there. I thought it was a pig, but it's not, it's just a different mask. Sorry if I just called you a pig, I didn't need to. Me on, could you please run Toby and Mavis pulling ocean wagons, please? Me on, that is a good idea, we can do that. And there's just one more pop through from William. Man, you guys are being crazy generous today. William Town, could you please run a top and tail with a Paniat J94 top and tailing with circle in between, please, so they could take her back to... I thought I already had that one come through, William Town. Yes, I can do that. It might not be top and tail though, because Circle's only got one coupling. She hasn't got one on the front. But besides that, yes, I can give that a try. And I want to say a massive thank you, including you guys who have all popped up right now, for everyone who has sent in a super chat already and from last week. I really do appreciate it. You all are, of course, entered into the giveaway, which is ending today. We'll be choosing the winners. And just in case you weren't sure what they were, this is basically just to say a massive thank you to everyone, including all of you guys who support me and my channel via Super Chat. I'm giving away these 3 brand new models at the end of this episode. Every Super Chatter from every episode, including this one, has been added to a list, and from this list I will choose 3 of you on this episode and post the models to you for free. So the locos are the monstrous Hornby O1, as you know, the beautiful Hornby J50, this is a modern one, look at that, so nice. And of course the epic Oxford Great Western Towed Brake Van in the lovely grey. So thank you again if you're considering sending in a super chat. They go a really long way to keep this channel alive, and for that I thank you so much, because you guys, literally you guys, are allowing me to do what I love to do for a living, which is unbelievable. And you have about 45 minutes, more like 40, to get entered for that giveaway. That's your really last chance to get in, and it's also your last chance to get requests sent in. It's quite exciting today about the requests. So if you want to send in a super chat, as these lovely people have been doing, and include £5 or the equivalent, include the loco and rolling stock or locos that you'd like to see run on the stream, and I will do that. It's first come first serve, so I'll do as many as I can in the stream today. However, because this is the last episode, any that don't fit into the stream are going to go into a proper Sam's Trains video to go on the main channel for everyone to see. So I'll be filming that properly with a proper introduction. You'll be in a proper Sam's Trains video, so nobody gets missed out. You'll just have to wait a little while if you're a bit slower, but you will be showed before the end of the year. That is my promise to you. And there are a lot of kind super chatters here. I'm actually struggling to get through them all. Can I get the list up? I have read all of the ones that came through before the stream, and those that made requests have been written down, so that's okay. Right, yes, Isaac, I read yours. Oh, I think they're just coming through, aren't they? Oh, I thought I'd missed loads. I saw Jimmy's, Meaton, I saw yours. William Town, yes, I read yours. Oh, I need to catch up. Redversby, Merry Christmas all, there we go. Barrett Young, can you run a Flying Scotsman pulling a freight train any type? Thanks, Adam Young. That's a great idea, Adam. Thank you so much. Paul Bowman, yes, you can get a shout out. You want to see James and Edward pulling 9 coaches at the same time. That's a challenge. So that's about 4.5 each. Yeah, I think they can do that. That sounds all right. Dan Gorey, good morning to you too. Thank you so much for the support. Ben Clark, aka Mr. Bean, could you do a J50 pulling the railgun, please? That's a nice idea, good one. Jason Evans, Merry Christmas, Sam. Could you run the Mallard with any coaches you like? Good one. That's a classic, Jason. There are some classic requests coming today, by the way, so stay tuned. Gary Strand, thank you so much. Really enjoy the channel. Happy holidays. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. And happy holidays to you as well. And there was also a special shout out I wanted to do for George Botterini. Thank you so much, George, for all of your kind support, and everybody else. Right, so everybody's name, everybody's super chat from previous episodes has been put into the prize tin, the Santa Express. Here they are. And I've got 2 very kind helpers sitting downstairs taking all of the names from today, and during one of the VTs towards the end they're going to bring up those slips of paper, and I'll add them to this tin. I will draw the 3 winners from this tin today. So you got, yeah, like I say, about 40 minutes to get in with that. Right, so let's get on then with some requests. I know you want to see some trains running. Thank you, Sparky, again. Bless you. And Ben Clark as well. Yes, the J50 with the railgun, I saw that. Right, now you might be wondering what on earth, what in God's name, in fact, is going on here. Well, let me explain. So, first of all, Matthew Shrazanowski, sorry, Matthew, asked me to run something I wish I had been run, but hadn't been requested. That for me is the Dapple Mogul. I really love running that one. And yeah, because it's all new, I'm just so excited about it. And then also, ERT actually asked for the Mogul with some Great Western coaches, trucks, and another Great Western loco on the back, and that is the 1361 class, not the dreaded Helgen one though. So I've mixed those together, I hope that's all right. Then William Babcock, this one scares me, asked for 2 pocket rockets, the fast ones, he did highlight that, HST style with some 4-wheeled coaches at maximum speed. Now, I have a very bad feeling about it. In fact, we'll start that one last because I need to introduce what's on the inside line. This is one from Alco, who has to see the Tart class, and yes, it still exists. This is from an April Fool's video years and years ago, but it still exists because it pulls this. It pulls my Dapple track cleaner around the track as I'm vacuuming. So it still exists. It is now battery powered. It's not track powered, so there's a really big switch and battery stuck on it, and it still is in use today. So with that, full speed for the pocket rockets. I'm sure they're going to derail. Switch on the Tart class, and let's have a look at what goes on here. Oh man. Right, where are those 204s? Oh my god. That is insane. It's a blur. That may be the fastest request I've ever done. It may be. I'm not sure about that. Possibly. Right. I'm going to put the split screen on, and we shall have a look and thank some more of these super chats which have been coming in. Thank you ever so much, folks, for these. I've just seen one from Mervyn Gouliat, I think. Hopefully I said that right. Thank you to you, Mervyn. Let's have a look. Right, so we got that one. Matthew, oh, there's Matthew. I'm sorry I butchered your name again, Matthew. I bet I'll do that every time. Ross Reedman, thank you so much to you. Can you do an American locomotive train with Christmas-themed rolling stock? That's a good idea. Yeah, we can try that. Samuel Ives, Merry Christmas and thank you for the videos. Thank you ever so much. And I saw Sparkies, didn't I? Right. Well, in that case, let us keep track of these. I'm hoping these aren't going to burn out. I don't think they will. They're quite resilient, aren't they? You see it go through under there? Oh, that camera's frozen, I reckon. Oh dear. Goodness sake, that's a rubbish camera. I can fix it though. Hang on, I can fix this one. Hopefully. Let's see. I looked very gloomy, didn't I, in that shot where it was frozen? I promise I'm feeling good. Right, there we go. I'm smiling now. That's fixed it. Right, where are those? I need to focus on... Oh gosh, what has happened here? The 1361 has abandoned the rest of the train, but I cannot see where the rest of the train could... Oh, there it is. So the 1361 decided it wasn't fit for being at the back of the train, and it's uncoupled itself. Alright, well, I'm afraid 1361, you don't get to decide what trains you couple to, so you're coming off. I suppose that is one thing that my two 1361s have in common. They don't like being coupled to trains particularly, which I'm sure you'll agree is a pretty fundamental failure when it comes to model trains. Uh-oh. Speaking of locomotives becoming detached from the trains, we seem to be missing one of the 040s. So what? Oh man, I am gutted to have missed this. Look there. We've got a 3-coach smash up on Gordon's Hill. I don't have any way of showing that properly, but yeah, there are three of those little coaches literally on top of each other. So they must have done 5 laps though before that happened. I wonder if the motors warmed up and the mechanisms sort of got running a little bit and they just lubed themselves up and warmed up and got a bit faster, and just the extra speed knocked them off. I don't know. Oh, that was dramatic. Oh, it scares me. It scares me when things derail on live streams, because you wonder if it's going to, I don't know, has it destroyed the layout? Is the controller going to blow up, and then am I going to be in a big mess? Hopefully not. No, that 040 still works. Wow, well, that was rather eventful, wasn't it? Well, that started things off in an interesting way. Let's hope the rest of the stream doesn't go that badly. Well, it wasn't too bad. I mean, the Talk class was okay, but the other two, yeah, that's like 2 out of 3 failures. That's not good. That is not impressive. Right, we have Williamtown. Get your shout-outs in, by the way, if you want one, and I will try and do those. My LGB, Santa Claus Express train is around the Christmas tree. Very nice. That sounds really good. Kelly Heslin. Hey Sam, greetings from Western USA. Could you please run the Bachman James with a goods train with an LNER 20-ton brake van and Douglas at the back? Ooh, I like that one, Kelly. Thank you for that. A lot of Thomas requests today. That's good. We ought to get some more of those running. Jimmy saved Latin. I meant to send a message with my original donation. Just wanted to say thank you for all of your videos, which has got me through a difficult year. Jimmy, that's very kind. Ah, bless you. Well, if any of these videos made your year a little bit better, then that is absolutely my pleasure. No problem at all. Sir Philip, could you run the Coca-Cola diesel? I like that one, Sir Philip. Yeah, if you want to send the full £5 or the equivalent, I can certainly do that for you. Thank you very much. And ERT wants to run the diseased caterpillar, or de-eased caterpillar. That's interesting capitalisation there. Thank you, ERT. Yes, I could try and do that. And Frazzle Gun, hi Sam, did you get the email with the merchant and NAV? I'm not sure I did, Frazzle. I'll have to look out for that one, but thank you if you have sent me an email. I will look out for that. Right, let's talk about the... Oh, I did say I was going to do some shout-outs. I better not say I'm going to do shout-outs and then not do them. Shout-out to Laura Hemmings, there you go. Charlie Smithers, there's another one from Duncan Smithers. The Seal says, I wish I could donate. Don't feel bad about not being able to donate. If you're here and watching, then that is all of the support you could ever need to give. I couldn't appreciate watchers more than I do, honestly. Seriously, all you have to do is watch, and honestly, I will appreciate it. And leave a comment as well, and then I know that you watched, and I know who you are. There we go. Can I have... Yeah, Leo, there you can have one. Matthew again. Hi, Sam, could you run your BR Green Royal Scott? I like that one, actually. BR Green Britannia, pulling a rail tour with a tank engine of your choice as a banker. It'll have to be a fast one, because that's a fast loco. But sure, yeah, I can do that. Thank you, Matthew. Lewis Hughes, thank you very much to you. And James Livingston, thank you very much. Love the video, Sam. Would love to see the ambulance train. You see what I mean? Classic requests today. Classic requests. Right, that is fantastic. So today I'm going to go, I did say I was going to go behind the scenes a little bit. I'm going to show you some props that I saved over from my Christmas special that went out on Wednesday. If you haven't seen the Christmas special, check out the channel down there somewhere. It was the last video to go out. So all of these sets unfortunately have been binned. I had to chuck them away because they were so big I just couldn't keep them around really. But I did keep one or two objects. Here's one of them to give you an idea of the scale. This is one of the, I suppose, less interesting ones. It is Bullman's mother's dresser, which I just printed out really. I just designed it and printed it out and stuck. Well done, by the way, for the people who spotted this. I stuck one of Elchipo's horses on the top. And a good couple of people did actually notice that, which I was quite impressed about. And then to add to that, we have the bed. This is the one thing that I didn't build. I had to buy this. So this is Bullman's mum's, or indeed my bed. I actually managed to get into this bed. And I made this cover that I could move up and down. So that's the bed from the Christmas special. I also have this. I had to say, I'm going to put this up on the wall, I think, somewhere and have people spot it. It is the sign for Anti-Christmas Cave. Let's show you that. I made this with just some bits of wood that I cut up and glued together and then just printed off a sign to put on the top with a little spooky skeleton in the corner there. So that one is pretty cool. I like that one. And then I think this is the most interesting one coming up next. This is one of the stars of the show, and you're going to be shocked when you see her. It is Victoria, and yes, I had to cut Victoria in half so that she would fit on the set because I wanted her to sort of come out of the darkness, and the set was too shallow. That was the word I was thinking of. It was too shallow for her whole body to fit in, so I had to cut her in half. But I'll show you her. Here we go. I did obviously dirty her up. Bachmann didn't produce quite such a horrific model as that. Well, I thought that looks quite good, the dirt on her and that. And if you look through the back, you can see she does still have the eye mechanism fitted. And if you turn that gear around, her eyes do move around. So I was able to sort of position her eyes. But yeah, I believe that's called Victoria. And very, very scary it is as well. I love how her cheeks are all like flabby, and when she sits on the ground, it looks like she's like, I don't know, a bag of water or something, just flabs out all over the floor. It's really quite horrific, isn't it? Just the perfect villain, anyway. So there we go. There's some props from the Christmas special, which I had an awful lot of fun making. It was great fun. Right, well, let's move on then to the next segment of the... Oh, goodness. Oh, that was a strange noise, wasn't it? I've not heard that noise for a few weeks. I've got some sort of memory about that. It sounded a bit like a clock. I wonder what time it could be.
Train time. Train time. Train time.
It's train time! Hello and welcome to Train Time. I am your host, jolly old Saint Nicholas Ridiculous. Yes, the beard is real. I'm sick and tired of people trying to say the beard is pretend. It's supposed to look pretend on purpose. It was a creative choice. The beard is real. The beard is real. The beard is real. Anyway, today's subject then is the legend of the Terrestrial Northern Express. I believe that is the only name by which this express goes. So legend has it that if you are a little brat and you even dare to suspect that Santa Claus isn't real, and he is, by the way, I've seen him, a huge Berkshire will arrive outside your house and kidnap you. Tom Hanks will be there, who will give you a ticket to board the train, but he'll later want that ticket back. If you don't have the ticket when he wants it back, he'll lead you to the back of the train where you'll have to climb up on top of the coaches and then traverse the entire length of the train on the roof to get to the locomotive where you'll join the driver and assist him in driving the train. Now, speaking of the locomotive, unlike conventional steam locomotives, the terrestrial Northern Express allows the operator to control the left and right driving wheels independently, which allows the engine to be piloted over vast expanses of ice, which apparently has been known to happen quite a lot. Now, upon arrival at the terrestrial North Pole, you'll be left unattended to, well, play with the train if you want to. Possibly even uncoupling some of the carriages and allowing them to run away out of control, causing death. If you survive this, and sometimes you won't be punished. You'll be given a gift from Santa, which is usually a bell, and as we all well know, this is everyone's Christmas childhood dream. That was a quote. I wasn't saying that. I don't believe that. That was a quote. And that's it. It's a health and safety nightmare. It celebrates abduction of children, and at no point is Santa's identity ever verified, but the terrestrial Northern Express is the most successful child correctional facility in the world, and for that I think we should all be quite grateful. It's like a CD player when it gets stuck. Anyway, I've been your host, jolly old St. Nicholas Ridiculous. Thank you so much for coming in to tune in. Remember, the beard is real. The beard is real. And I won't take it anymore if you try and... I've seen you on Twitter. I don't know what more to tell you. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas. And God bless.
Train time.
It's train time!
Well then. Well, I mean, that's that then, isn't it? Well, thank you, Train Time team. It's been a wonderful year. I don't think we'll ever ask them back again. They're just weird. They're just weird guys. Just strange things happen when they come up here. I don't understand why. Anyway, let's go back to normality. Let's talk about advent calendars then. Now, someone sent me a picture of theirs. Here's one from Curtis. It is, I believe, a lint advent calendar, and I wanted to show this because we are brothers in this sense. We're not actual brothers, I should say. But yes, me and Curtis are kind of advent calendar brothers because I have a lint one as well. It's not the same one, but there we go. I did promise I would show mine, so there we go. I absolutely love this. It's just a joy to open every single day. And speaking of advent calendars, I thought I would talk a little bit about some of the advent calendars available in model railways. So the first, probably most well-known one is the Hornby one. So head over to hornby.com and check out their sort of daily advent calendar. In my opinion, that's not absolutely been brilliant in recent years. Hornby's advent calendars used to be amazing. They used to have like probably at least 10, maybe about 10 deals, yeah, over the 24 days, so that you could actually get a bargain loco or something like that. These days they tend to just be competitions and giveaways and just little, sometimes just videos and stuff, which are very good and they're worth looking at, but it's not quite as good as bargains, is it? However, there is another one if you're good for bargains, because Rails of Sheffield do one, and this is their daily. By the way, I shouldn't forget to say that this photo is absolutely awesome. I'm not saying anything against that photo. That's the winner of the the customer image post or something like that. Yeah, that's very good. And then yeah, this is what Rails are doing. I think it has literally been an offer every single day. And today's, as you can see, is some of Dapol's 00 gauge 5-plank wagon bundles, weathered too. A bundle of 3 for about £25, which is obviously less than £10 each. So yeah, if you like advent calendars and you like bargains, there is at least one advent calendar that does that for you this year. Although, come on Hornby, it's not too late. Let's have some bargains. Yeah, they just don't do that these days. I guess it's because they don't want to price the retailers out of the market, but they don't seem too bothered about that at the moment. So come on Hornby, let's have some bargains for Christmas. I don't think anyone would mind that. Right, well, speaking of requests, we had quite a lot from last week, a lot of really, really good ones. So here they come now, take a look. Now, I love weird and wonderful combinations, but I also love classic ones. So here we have Mallard and Scotsman together. This was requested by Mark7188, so thank you so much, Mark. And I've decided also to put some of my older Triang teak type coaches behind them, just because I don't run them very often and it seems a shame. So Mark, thank you very much for the awesome request. Two classic LNER Pacifics there, they look fantastic together. Old versus new, I suppose. Really nice combination that. Thank you very much, Mark. Alright, this next one comes from Mayo Hosco, who wanted to see the Class 28, which I haven't got unfortunately, so I've gone with the Class 42 warship instead, running in front of Broome Manor with a Coca-Cola van, the Pepsi wagons and the Kit Kat wagons. So Mayo, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get it just right. I'd love to get a Class 28, by the way. But thank you for your awesome request, and I hope everyone likes seeing that one run. Broome Manor gets requested quite a lot, I don't know why, but yeah, she's a good request loco, I think. Alright, next up, another really creative request, this time from Williamtown, who chose the P-Class Henrietta, 2 four-wheel coaches and a brake van. So awesome idea that, Williamtown. Never miss an opportunity to run a P-Class, so I really thank you for that request. William, many, many thanks to you. Cool job. Alright, so now we're going to kick this up a real notch to possibly slightly dodgy levels with Jason Biggs's idea for a double header with an A1, an A3 and an A4. As you can see, I'm taking this steady for obvious reasons, but it does seem to be working. So there we go, we've got a crazy LNER combo there. Jason, great idea, thank you for your requests, and I'm pleased to see that it's actually working without any major problems so far. But no, that's really, really good. Jason, thank you very, very much. And the crazy LNER combos do not end there, because Stephen Batt asked for the B12 with Tornado, 6 LNER teaks, and then if we wait for the back of the train to come along, you won't believe this, we have the Ruston on the back. So yeah, very, very creative that one. Love it. And again, seems to be working well. I think we're actually in with a reasonable chance of having no derailments in this segment. That's a terrible, terrible, dangerous thing to say, isn't it? My B12 is now fully repaired as well. One of the components on the circuit board was causing the motor to cut out after a few seconds running. Well, fix that now. And then we have Sideways 66779 with a huge challenge for Percy, 10 ocean wagons, and also the mighty Queen Mary brake van. Can he do it? Oh, do you know what? I reckon if that was 9 or 8 ocean wagons, give it a push. I reckon he might have just gotten away with that, although, having had a push, seems like he's getting away with that now. Well, there you are then. All's well that ends well. After a bit of a warm-up, Percy has done it. So, awesome request. Thank you very, very much. Right, here's a crazy one from Maryland Midland Productions, who wanted to see Casey Jones and the Diseased Caterpillar together. And as you can tell, the Diseased Caterpillar really does not like this. She's much slower, and Casey's having to really drag her along. So actually, I'm not going to do this for too long. So alright, Circle, you tried to steal Christmas, but it failed, very fortunately. And at Maryland Midland Productions, a huge, huge thank you to you. Massive thanks for your support. Now, here's one I really like. This is from Jason Biggs, who wanted to see something new, that's the Dapple Terrier, something old, the Triang Dachshunter, and something blue. So I've gone with the Coronation Scott coach there. So that's a really nice idea. If only I had something borrowed to put on there. But no, apparently that's in celebration of my 51st stream. So thank you very much for that. Alright, very nice. And then this next one is for Shining Time 4. Let's have a go with this. So Shining Time 4... has a derailed request at the moment. There we go, I fixed it. Wanted to see the Super D, the Wickham trolley, my Wickham trolley on the Lomac, or on a wagon, 5 ocean wagons, 2 box vans, 2 hoppers, and then a Queen Mary brake van. So that's a really cool one, Shining Time 4. Thanks for that. I have to ask, again, as I often do, whether there's any inspiration for this consist. Did anything similar happen in real life? I'm not too sure. Either way, it's very, very cool. So, Shining Time 4, thank you so much for that, really like that one. And with that, I will say a massive thank you to everybody, and we will head back over to the live stream. Well, there you go then. Awesome, awesome requests. Thank you ever so much for those, folks. All right, well. What did you think to those? Any particular favourites among those? Do I see any being pulled out in the chat? I love Stepney, says S-Class Gamer. Was Stepney in there? I don't think so. Unless there was a terrier. I forget now. Give Sam a shout out, says Ewa Melon Renowicks. Sorry about the name again. Well, and I don't know if you mean me or not, but shout out to Sam. There we go. I guess if I watch this in the future, I'll have a shout out, which is pretty nice, I guess. That's James's class right. It says D3RR1CK. That's a very strange way of spelling Derek. I don't actually have a class. Is it an LMYR class 28? Might not be LMYR. It is a 28. No, I don't have one of those. Although there is a 3F, a Dealey 3F that Hornby used to make their James. Fun little fact for you there. Great, says Dicine Mahabir. There we good. Very good rather. Tor fella, can I please get a shout out? Of course you can. Yes you can. Me earn shout out. There's a shout out for you. Got you one done there. Paul Bowman. I can't wait to see my request being done in your live stream. Oh good. I'm very glad to hear it, Paul. It'll either be in this stream or on the request video that I'm going to do in a few weeks time. So yes, I hope you enjoy seeing that. This is calming. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Very glad. Can I have a shout out for my channel? Says Sam'sTrains. Yes, of course you can, Cameron. I'll show your comment there. Oh, William Sutar has hidden the message. It's all right, William. You can let people say that. Happy holidays, Sam. Hello from the UF, says TWIGYBNSF. There we go. Easy to spell some names, isn't it, than try and pronounce them. I think that's one of my fall downs, isn't it? Look, Mum, Sam's on, says Superclass 47. It was for you to do a large tank engine shunting session, says S-Class Gamer. Now there's an idea. Right, well, let's do some more requests then on that note. Here they are. So, yes, it's we've gone back to Weirdland again. So the first, well, the one on the middle line is from Matthew Castle, who wanted to see Evening Star with Mallard and Pullmans. I suppose that's the most normal one on the track, although I don't know how it's going to perform. I'll say that. I'll say, oh, I think that's a normal request, and it'll probably fail in some way. There we go. Evening Star stopped on the points there. No tender pickups, which is a pity about that one. Then we have William Babcock, who wanted... Oh, no, sorry, no, not William Babcock. Yes, it is William Babcock, sorry. Who wanted to see the Circle with the Airfix Royal Scot, which I couldn't put on, because sadly that doesn't have a front coupling, and it barely works anyway, so that would have been bad. Sorry about that. The 1361 on a flatbed, Egg Vans, Bullman, and the Helgen Tango on the back. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about that one, but... off it goes. We will try and we'll watch carefully. I reckon that might have derailed already, that Tango. And then we have from Peb Productions, who wanted to see the Helgen 07 pulling and pushing ocean wagons. So it's sort of sandwiched between several ocean wagons there, which is quite interesting. So there it goes. Let's see how we get on with these. Hopefully they'll work all right. Where is everybody? Oh, there we go. Well, I think that one on the outside line is the one to watch, because I think... oh, yep. Oh, it's like I've got eyes into the future. Now, what do we think? I sort of caught that on camera. So, do we say that was Bullman's fault? Do we say it was the Egg Van's fault? Maybe we could blame the Tango for shoving Bullman into the Egg Vans like that. I don't know. I don't actually know what we're going to do about this now, because it's in an awkward position. Let's see if we can get the Tango. Yeah, let's see if we can get the Tango to catch up with the rest of the train. We'll retire Bullman and the nefarious Egg Van, and we will start the train again and see if the Tango will catch up with the rest of the train, because I think, off the top of my head, the Tango is a bit faster than Circle is. But I could be wrong, and it might take a bit too long to do it, but we will find out. It may well derail in the meantime, but we shall see. Egg Van, says 00 Gauge Adventure. Oh, but I would probably be inclined to agree with that. Yeah, I think I would probably blame the Egg Van as well. That silly camera's frozen again, never mind. How's the others doing? Oh, there they are. Everything else is working well. It seems, as I predicted, the double header there is actually working fine. Good, I'm glad about that. Let's have a look. There we are. And the ocean wagons don't seem to mind being pushed along like that, so that's all right, isn't it? Hopefully. Oh, I shouldn't say. I keep saying things like this, and it ends in tears every time. Well, not tears. Maybe it would end in tears one day, Depends if I got my fingers trapped in the mechanisms. I wouldn't put that past these engines. And it seems that the Tango has caught up. And I suppose if the Tango is a bit faster than Circle and was pushing the train along like that, then maybe that was the reason it all went wrong. Maybe. Isaac Marchand, thank you very much. This is the last of my money. Oh, bless you. But Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, Isaac. I really do appreciate that. Please don't, folks, like, give me all your money. That would be really bad. That would not make me feel good. But thank you, Isaac. I do appreciate that. Right. I'm going to quit while we're ahead, I think, on these. There we go. Let's stop that. And stop Circle. Circle, unfortunately, gets requested all of the time, so those who are sort of vehemently against watching Circle running, I do apologise. It is not my choice to keep running her, although I suppose technically it is a bit, because I did make her the star of my Christmas special. I guess I can't really blame anyone else for that, can I? But I suppose I would if I could. Right, well, we'll deal with the rest of these in a little while. I just thought I'd start taking those off while I was waiting. We have Trainline 5000. Thank you very much, Trainline 5000. Hi, Sam. Could you please run a mini rail tour, 2 to 3 coaches, with any steam and diesel that visits rarely used parts of your layout? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, good idea, Trainline 5000. We can do that. Right, let's do some Wall of Fame then. I think that is the next to do. So this is the last lot of Wall of Fame in 2020. Or I should be calling it Wall of Train now, shouldn't I? But yeah, if you want a picture going up on the wall, you can just email it to me, and I'll be doing more next year, I should think. But the first one is this. This is from the Irish locomotive. Looks like some sort of mogul. Not sure if it's a Dapol or a Bachmann one, but it looks very nice. I think we'll agree on that. That looks really, really good. So yeah, the Irish locomotive, thanks a lot for that one. Then we have this one from Simeo P. I love this. Oh, that's not British, is it? Let's have a look at that. That's probably American. We'll not be able to find out for sure. Can't quite make out what that says on there. I haven't got a huge screen to look at. Maybe you guys can read it. But yeah, if you recognise that, let us know in the chat. Dan Bateman, thank you so much. Could you run the Class 07 with a mixed goods train? Oh, sure, Dan, no problem. That 07 seems quite popular at the minute. Now, this one I could not resist showing. This is from William C. Look at this one. I'll show you up close. It's like it's like a locomotive with piercings. It looks like it's got mosaics all over it, if anything. It's really strange, so thank you for sending that, William. I can honestly say I don't think I've seen a loco looking quite like that before, so that's really cool. And Sparky129, please keep Circle as a villain for future videos. Oh, Sparky, I don't know if people would like it if I did that. I suppose it would be quite funny, wouldn't it? Right, Harris B sent in this one. He said, oh, I haven't got much of a layout, but I can still take a good photo on it. And I agree. And I wouldn't say, I think any layout is a good layout. It doesn't need to have a lot of scenery to be enjoyed, does it? That's for sure. Mine certainly is enjoyed. And I have very, very poor scenery. Harry Chapman, please don't forget my request from earlier, please. No, I will not forget any requests, Harry. I will not. If they're not done today, they will be done before the end of the year, I promise. So yeah, keep them coming. And Sir Philip, hello, could you run the Coca-Cola train with the Pepsi trucks? Here's the full amount this time. Oh, that's all right, Sir Philip. You didn't have to send another 5. You could have just made it up. But yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's a nice Christmas idea, that. One Piece Crazy Train from Geo Lira. Shout out from California. Hi Sam, please run the O-gauge diesel with the flatbed. Merry Christmas. I've not had an O-gauge request for ages. Yes, we'll do that. And Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you very much. Caleb sent in this. This is quite a sad one, sort of. In memory of Michael Angelis, I suppose. There you go. A sad Thomas. Yeah, that was a sad day, wasn't it? 1952 to 2020. So that's quite, I thought that was quite nice. Luke, thank you very much. Katie with as many oceans as she can handle. Sure, we can do that. That might be a fun challenge to figure out, actually, how many she can handle. Fast out, look at this one. This is a really nice looking, I think it's an 040, which is very, very unusual, but I do like that. Look there, some nice looking coaches as well. So thank you, Fast Out, for sending that one. That looks awesome. Ben C sent in this. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like a ring or something, but it's got the BR crest, the BR early crest on it, which I thought was really nice. It might just be a badge, actually. It might be a badge. Somehow, some way, run a shoe somehow. I suppose it could go on a flatbed, maybe. I'm not sure. Right, Daniel H, look at this. Now, this is a loco I do recognise. We do get some occasionally that I recognise. That is the J82 or something like that. I don't know, I forget the class, but I do recognise it. It's a Hornby / Triang one, isn't it? That one's a later Hornby one. So very nice, thank you, Daniel. Justin S sent this one. This is nice, a steam locomotive at night. I always like seeing those. Yeah, very, very nice, that. A steam loco at night. I'm not sure which one, but it looks big, doesn't it? Put it that way. There you go. So Justin S, thank you very much for that picture. Love it. Then we've got Jacob who sent this. This looks like a layout in progress, which is great. So well done, Jacob. Turbulence music. Hey, what's man? Are you getting a W1? Cannot wait for it. Not an idea, but would love to see a princess running. Yeah, we can do a princess for you, no problem. And yes, I'm hoping to get a W1, and they look really good. Hornby've been showing pictures of them, and that's fantastic. Now, Viridis Coyote sent in this. I really like the look of this. Not quite sure what it is I'm seeing, but it does say the Maxwell Siding Railroad Museum. And it's got this bizarre thing here. I don't know if that's a locomotive or what. It looks for a second like a fan-powered locomotive, although I'm almost certain that isn't what that is, but maybe it is. I don't know. But yeah, does anybody know what on earth that thing is? I would like to know. Claudine Nazon, the 08 and a Sentinel in double header, that would be good. Yeah, I like double-heading little shunters is quite a nice idea. William Sewell, thank you very much. Could you run the Bachmann Hull with Mark 1s? Now that's an idea, yeah, we could try. The Bear Garrett and the Great Western are overrated, says Mayo Hosco. Ooh, if people could throw stones at you through the chat, Mayo. Oh, that's not a very popular thing to say, but I don't know, let us know, folks. Do you agree with Mayo? The Richie Rich, thank you very much, Rich. Could you run Canadian Pacific with some Southern Green coaches, as it reminds me of running on the Mid-Hants Railway when I was younger? Oh, that's nice. Of course, yes, I'll be very glad to do that. Okay, well, since we've got so many requests, let's try and get some more done then. So, I have one in the siding over there already, which you can't quite see too well, so I think we'll get that out. Well, in the siding, it was Taggart 00's idea, who wanted to see Canadian Pacific coupled to what's something we don't have very often in these streams. That's right, yes, it's the railgun. And also, and this is the strange one, I don't know why this always happens, but Robert likes Broom Manor and Broom Manor's tender. So we have, for some reason, Broom Manor's tender on the end of that train, which you will see in a second when I pull it out. Yeah, I don't know why Broom Manor always gets picked on, but she certainly does for some reason. And then, so, yeah, we'll get that out in just a second. We also need a 2020 Vision, who asked for the most unprototypical consist I could think of. Now, this follows on from last week when he asked for the, oh come on, uncouple, the thing uncouples when it's not supposed to. Yeah, last week he asked for the most prototypical consist I could think of, and for that I put on the 14XX with the auto coaches, because I kind of knew those ran together in real life. So this week I've decided to stick with a somewhat Great Western theme with the Dean Goods, and you'll see where I'm going with this. So, quite innocently, let's pop the Dean Goods onto the track. Here it is. And what do we run with the Dean Goods? Now, if you like accuracy and realism and Great Western things, you might want to look away. All right, I did warn you. I've put the disclaimer in. Here we go. I better not read this out, because if people hear it, they're going to go insane, aren't they? But yes, I put some modern Virgin coaches. It almost makes me feel ill to do that, almost. Ugh, not a pleasant sight, but there we go. That is, I think most people would agree, very, very unprototypical. And then on the inside line, I'm going to do something for Michael Cohen, who wanted to see a pocket rocket, no, a pocket rocket with 2 trucks. So let's get those on right now. 2 trucks and a 4-wheeled coach for his lad. I'm not sure what his kid's name is, but this one is for you. So I hope you enjoy seeing that run. I'm going to turn that coach around because I think the other coupling hook was a bit sticky there. Or in fact, yeah. Oh, hang on. Something's gone wrong. What's gone wrong? Oh, for goodness sake. What's happened there? Come on, there can't be anything wrong with these coaches, surely. Oh, is there something stuck? Oh, the Dean Goods coupling has dropped off. That's annoying, isn't it? That is super annoying. Let's send that back down. There we go. Right, let's swap camera. Did they arrive? I don't know where the Dean Goods has gone. Come back, Dean Goods, for goodness sake. But to be perfectly honest, I cannot blame the Dean Goods for that. If I'd been coupled up to some coaches like that and I was a Dean Goods, I don't think I would want to stick with them either. But yeah, you don't really get the choice, Dean Goods. And there's the, oh, slow down, Dean Goods, steady. Yeah, you don't get a choice, my friend. Let's put that coupling back on. That is hilarious. You put horrible coaches with a loco and it just uncouples from them. That's fantastic. I don't blame you, but we've been paid for this request, so you've got to do it. No choice. Right, off you go. Right, let's start these. Please, Railgun, just behave, all right, if you can. And there goes the pocket rocket. Thankfully, this time it was not requested at full speed, so it's a bit safer this time. There we go. Right, let's keep an eye on that silly Dean Goods then. Oh, I look a bit happier in that freeze frame, don't I? Let's deactivate and reactivate that. See if it will work again, and we'll keep an eye on that Dean. There it goes. Oh, the Merchant Navy is taking it real slow and steady this time. There we go, they got away with it. There it goes. Let's have a look at the Merchant Navy. Sparky129, I was going to say that contest was not good, but the Dean Goods agreed. Yeah, that is it's hilarious how that actually happened. That was brilliant. The good old Dean Goods, eh? A loco after my own heart. And there's Michael's 040 for his son there. Let's have that going under the behind the desk there. That's very nice. And there goes the Dean Goods again, who I think is resigned to the fact that she's got to haul horribly unrealistic coaches for her. Oh dear. Well, never mind. Tim's Eisenbahn Adventure, greetings from Germany. Oh, nice. Greetings to you too. No one is counting me on anything, says KingLord001. Well, if you want to shout out, that might make you feel better. Stephen Blackwood, no, we don't have any pets. Sadly, we did used to have a hamster, which you might have seen on Instagram, I think. Well, he was Buddy, and he died not too long ago. So now technically we do have 2 fish, but they're horrible little things. I would say they'd be better eaten, but they're not edible, they're just horrible little things. So, and they're not really considered pets, although don't let my sister hear me say that rather, because she would not be pleased, I don't think. Right, well, thank you for those requests, folks. They are very good. I think on those we shall quit while we're ahead, because that railgun is always a bit precarious, isn't it? Just speed it up a little bit. I always find myself automatically setting the controller lower when the railgun is on a train. And the other thing I sometimes have to do is I have to take off this the sort of sled for the projectiles, because it pokes out the back and sometimes it gets in the way of stuff that's coupled to it. So yeah, if you've noticed the sled is unfitted, it didn't come off by accident. I actually do that on purpose. Very good. Well, Wellington boots. So I hope you liked those requests. They were some nice trains, but I thought because it's the Christmas special and the last stream of the year, it might be a nice idea to get some nasty trains to run, and who better than Elchipo to do that for us. So here he comes. Elchipo, welcome. Let's see what he's got for us.
I search for cheap trains, sometimes I review. It's apparently Elchipo.
Thank you, Sam, 1,000 thank you. Yes, it is I, Elchipo, and indeed I have spent 1,200 of your Christmas pennies on this. It is Christmas Workshop Christmas train set with realistic sound. Ooh, I've got a very bad feeling about that. Amazon, £12.30 something. Very cheap, very, very light. I'm not entirely sure if there's actually a train set inside here, but hopefully there will be. Let's get it out and find out. So really, unfortunately, the English on this box is disappointingly good. If I show you the back of the box, it all makes actual sense. I can actually understand what it means, so there's no source of amusement there. So I think we will get the box straight away. Now, I, Elchipo, do not own a knife. I believe Sam's got one called Rusty. So I have this screw, which I'm going to use to open the box, because I believe it is taped up. Sam is a real cheapskate, and he says he doesn't trust me with his knife, which is fair enough. I have in the past gone on crazy like rampages really with knives, and caused mass damage when I did so. Right, well, here it is. The first thing is, this is huge. It's absolutely huge. I was not expecting it to be this big. Let's have a look at the locomotive, shall we? Wow, now that is a light locomotive indeed. But you know what, I really do quite like that. The paintwork looks really, really good. It's all covered in stickers and stuff. Obviously, it's a little bit rough by model railway standards, but otherwise, yeah, that looks absolutely fine. I suppose it won't have batteries in right now, and when I do add the batteries, maybe that will weigh a little bit more. Next, we have the Elchipo tender, which says Merry Christmas. Well, if all of your Christmas presents are like this, it won't be particularly merry, but it certainly will be Christmas, so it's half right. Nice red wheels. Oh, look, metal axles on the wheels. Oh, we're approaching model railway standards with that. No, that's quite nice. A couple of wagons. We have this with a winking reindeer that says Santa Wapiti. What on earth does that mean, and why is the reindeer winking suggestively, and why does it have two lollipops for arms? Why does it have arms at all? That's my question. It is a reindeer after all. Okay, well, that's a little... We're getting onto the weird side of this train set now. And then we have this, what does this say? Train Express, Merry Christmas, with inexplicably some holly on the front. Okay, this is getting strange now. Then we have some track. Let's have a look. I think these are the straights, but they have been sellotaped to the packaging, which is odd. Alright, so it's pretty standard track, I suppose. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 straights. Alright. They are actually straight as well, they're not all bent and warped, which is pretty good. And then we've got some curves, all plastic, of course. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, so we should get a reasonable oval. Right, let's put this together then and see how we get on. Well, I am infuriated. Yeah, the track is just rubbish. You just have to touch it and it comes apart, as it frequently does when you're trying to assemble it. I've put batteries in the locomotive and connected up the wagons. Let's give them a try and see if this horrible train set works. Hopefully it will, or hopefully it won't, because then I can smash it with my Elchipo hammer. Here we go. Don't forget, we have been promised realistic sound. I'm expecting it certainly will be. Here we go, £12, ahoy. If that sound is in any way realistic, then I want to die. I mean, it works. I like the red light on the front. And now I think I've finished playing with the train. Thank you, Sam, for letting me spend £12 of that money. Stop! Shut up! Thank you, Sam, for letting me spend £12 on that train set. It's yours now. I'm off. Thank you.
I found the cheap train and I did review. It's apparently Elchipo.
I mean, to be honest, you can laugh at that train set, but it was £12, and it is quite a substantial train set, and it did work, and even though the sound is horrible and makes me almost murderous, it has got sound, and a lot of very, very expensive 00 gauge locos don't even have that. So, to be honest, even though it's not quite my cup of tea, for £12, if you want a train to go around the Christmas tree, it's pretty decent. And Elchipo, you could have said that. I don't think he even thought of it, to be honest. I think he was just so, just dazed by the whole situation. But yeah, what did you reckon to that, folks? Elchipo seems very happy. He's a very happy guy, ERT, you are right. What did you think to that then, folks? As I did see in the chat while Elchipo was doing that, a few people admitting that they actually own that train set. But like I say, I mean, you did good, because you didn't spend an awful... You can spend a lot more than £12 on a rubbish Christmas train set. All you have to do is go to a garden centre in Britain, and you will see many of them, very possibly. So there you go. Wow, says Rosamund Reedman. Wow is the word. That's what I thought, that's for sure. Oh God, Sam, I got it cheaper. What? It cost me £9 from a garden centre. Oh, sorry, garden centres. I didn't mean to say that. Yeet Station 4 says Pacific CY. I've smashed that set, said Laura Wood. Well, I was very close to doing it. I mean, Elchipo was very close to doing that, but he didn't, because it didn't break. He did knock it off the track there, but it did not break. So credit where credit's due. You were laughing. Good, I was laughing as well. Isa Villanueva. Oh, heck yeah. Hopefully I got your name right. Anyway then, last call for the giveaway, so keep those super chats coming in. Thank you so much, folks. I will go through and read out everybody's super chats at the end. But yeah, you've got a few more minutes to get in. First though, we will do some more requests. Here we go. And yes, as you can see, the good old diseased caterpillar circle is on the track. So, we have E350 TB, who wanted to see the Lord Nelson with some Mansell coaches, so we've got that. Come on, let's hope this won't derail. I think literally every round of requests has ended in disaster so far. Then William Town, this was William Town's crazy idea, wanted to see a pannier tank and a J94 taking circle away to be scrapped or something, I'm not sure. And then to the people, ERT, I think it was you, who said run something you want to run. I've chosen the M7, which is one of my favourite tank engines, and some Pullman coaches, which are some of my favourite coaches. So thank you so much, ERT, for letting me have the opportunity to choose my own request. That people have been doing that quite a lot recently, and that's very, very kind. So there we go. Let's put on the split screen. There we go. So you can watch those go, and I will take a look. Oh, Rob Arnold. Yeah, sounds just like TTS. Yeah, I agree, Rob. It is almost as good as TTS, isn't it? I think that's actually quite accurate. One Piece Crazy Train, woo! There you go. Sir AJ Finley Jr., thank you very much to you. I can hear some funny noises. Oh, I think Circle is rebelling. I think she may have come off the track, but those two tank engines are going to be way too powerful for her. She's not going to be able to resist those, so that's good. I don't mean in a like a relationship sort of way. I just mean she won't be able to stop them taking her away, even though she's fighting. But maybe they'll derail. I'm not sure. We'll have to see about that. ABS Flint, thank you so much to you. 00 Gauge Adventures, can I have a shout out? Yes, of course you can. There you go. 400 people are here. Yeah, 421 viewers. Wow. Oh, thank you for spending time with me, folks. I appreciate that. Sparky129 Games, thanks for your videos this year. It's made everything so much better for everyone, I'm sure. Oh, well, if that's true, that would be very, very lovely. Thank you so much. Bless you, Sparky, appreciate that. And it looks as though the circle situation is not much better. Look. Oh dear. But to be fair, are her eyes moving? No, her eyes are not moving, which means she's lost power now. But the two tank engines are not stopping. They are taking her away to be scrapped. And frankly, after that Christmas special, I think she very much deserves it. Is this going to be the end on these points? I think the J94's come off, but it's still going for now. That's impressive. Let's see. Right. Will they manage it all the way around the layout? I think almost. There's the M7. Thank you very much, ERT, for that one. All right. So we have... That's it. That's it. I think we can just about say they survived one lap, but only just about. That was a very near thing. Right, well, we'll take those off. Circle. I mean, in all seriousness, folks, I think one day we ought to scrap Circle properly, didn't we? You started sending me some email suggestions, and I'll think about it. I do want to start doing that. I thought, you know, maybe the worst loco of the year on the rankings at the end of each year. Maybe I ought to scrap it in some way. I don't. Is that bad? Is that like too far or not? I'm not sure. We'll see what it is, I suppose. Trainline 5000, thank you very much. Oh, another request. Thank you, Trainline 5000. Please run the Intercity 86 with Virgin and Intercity Swallow Mark IIIs and the DVT unmotorised coach from the Intercity 225. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I think I can see what you're going for with that. Okay, cool. Good idea. Thank you very much. Okay, and with that then, we will now close the requests. No, we will not close the requests. We will close the giveaway. So don't send any more super chats for the giveaway. unless the people downstairs are very, very generous, you might be able to get it in straight away. But the giveaway is closed. I've got some more requests to come, and then after we've seen those, I will be adding the names from today into the train prize tin, which have got all these names inside, as you can see. They're from episodes 1, 2, 3 and 4. We'll be adding episode 5 names into that, and then I will be drawing the winners. Right, here we go then. First of all, here come the requests. Right, so this is a really complicated one from Whammy Radio by Christian Man, so thank you. He wanted the 2 railguns facing apart with a rail car in between. The best I can do is a wagon with different couplings on, because I don't have a rail car that can have couplings exchanged like that, and being pulled and pushed by a tank engine at each end. So that is a very weird and wonderful idea, Christian, but thank you very much for it. I don't think I've done that before. The 2 railguns have run together before, but certainly not quite like that. So thank you, Christian, really appreciate it. Right, here we have another very slow and steady one. This one was from Lapis Wake, who wanted to see my 08 shunter pulling a train, I think, of all brake coaches. I think that's what you wanted, Lapis, so hopefully that's right. There's a good selection there of brake coaches. What have we got? So we've got a modern BR1, not modern, but, you know, old-fashioned Great Western Clerestory, a couple of BR Blood and Custards, and then one of the LMS Midland Region Blood and Custards at the back. So Lapis, thank you so much for that request. Lovely to see the 0008 going again. I really appreciate that one. Here's a nice recent one. Terence Priestley wanted to see the Beatles Eurostar Yellow Submarine set. So there you go, Terence. Great idea. Love this set. It just looks so cool, doesn't it? So thank you for letting us see that one again. There you go. I mean, you asked me to sing. I've compromised and I've whistled a bit of it. So now officially, well, not actually officially, but to some extent, your request has been completed. So this is a horrible train requested from Alco, quite intentionally I think, who wanted to see the Helgen 02, the Helgen 1361 with the most explosive train I can think of. So obviously I've got petrol tankers and some LNWR gunpowder vans. Well, they haven't exploded, but because those gunpowder vans are DAPL, they have of course derailed and uncoupled, which is very typical. Yeah. And there's the other one. Well, at least we can take pleasure from the fact that if this train was real and this really did happen, the 2 engines would indeed have been blown to smithereens, and that's good. So this next one is for you, Jan. Thank you, Yan. You chose the Hornby 4MT with a Great Western Clerestory, some cattle vans, and a toad on the back. And I think that's a very cool request. That looks really, really good, doesn't it? Great little mix there. So Jan, thank you to you, Jan. And I hope you enjoyed seeing your very interesting request there. I like that one. Up next here is a classic request from Sparky129 Games, who wanted to see Toby with the J70, Henrietta and some 4-wheel coaches. So Sparky, thank you as always for your support. You're a huge supporter and I have noticed that. Great choice to pair Henry, I was going to say Henrietta. Toby and the J70 together always looks really cool when you do that. Thank you, Sparky, really appreciate it. And yes, just for the record, the Helgen engines have come to a grinding halt this time, not because of the mechanism, but because of the couplings, which, look at that, that is jammed right in. Let's stop the other engines, hang on. Jammed right in between the sort of the parts of the point here and has stopped the train entirely. No idea how that happened. So here's another cool one from Sparky, who asked for the E1, the railgun, 2 wagons and a brake. So great choice there, Sparky. Man, those railguns get asked for a lot. One of the best things I ever bought, that. So cool to run. Alright, Sparky, well there you go. Thank you again for your support. And a great, great request as always. And then last but not least, we have Simeon Jackson, who wanted to see City of Truro with Great Western Clerestories. And in my opinion, it's hard to get a nicer looking train than this, isn't it? Beautiful locomotive, 2 gorgeous, gorgeous coaches. What a fine way to end these requests. So Simeon Jackson, many, many thanks for your support and a great, great request. I couldn't have thought of a nicer engine and coaches to run. Okay, that was awesome. Thank you so much for those requests. I think they worked out pretty well, actually. So thank you ever so much for those. And I now have a bowlful of names. A bowlful. It's almost making me want to consume these, but I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to add those into the giveaway prize tin, and then we will draw the winners in reverse order. So we'll go with the Toad Brake Van first. Then the J50, and then we'll finish off with the biggest loco, which I guess will be first prize, and that will be the O1. So let me put that tin down, take the dish away. There we go. Who was that? Oh, Ridiculous Railways. Hello, Sam. I hope you're having a great day. Oh, thank you, Ridiculous Railways. I hope you're having a good day as well. Right, let's give this a good shake then, and then we will find out who wins. And I've got instructions for the winners as well, so stay tuned for those. Right. This is awesome. I love doing proper giveaways. This is quite a big one this time, isn't it? Right, I think that's reasonably well shaken. I just want to make sure that all of the new ones aren't necessarily at the top. There we go. Do you think that's enough? Right, so I'm going to look away just because some of them I know have come unfolded, so I don't want to accidentally get one that I saw and then be accused of cheating. That would be bad. Right, I will look into the lens creepily as I grab the first one. Okay, here we go. Here's the first one. So this first one is, it is Colin Wykes. Wow, there you go, Colin. I don't know, I feel like Colin might have won one before, but he is very, very kind, and he does send in a super chat for every stream. So there you go, Colin. You are the proud winner of an Oxford Toad Brake Van. I would show it to you, but it's already been boxed up and packaged, ready to go. So Colin, stay tuned. I will give you instructions. All right, for the J50 then, let's have a winner for that. I'm going to dig right into the bottom this time, and then we'll go somewhere else for the next one. Right, got a name. This one is Fabri Trueno. Let me show you the name. So well done, Fabri. There you go. Thank you ever so much, Fabri. You are the winner of the Hornby J50. There you go. And last one then, let's find out who won the Hornby Thompson O1. Here we go. I'm going to go for this corner this time. Okay, I got one. And this time it is George Botterini. Ah, well done, George. There you go. So you are the winner of the Hornby O1. So we have Colin Wykes, Fabri Trueno, and George Botterini. Well done, guys. So here are your instructions. You've got to contact me before Tuesday. If you don't, I haven't heard from you by Tuesday, I might draw someone else because I want to get these off before Christmas. Your instructions are to leave a comment below, not in the chat, but leave it down below in the comments. Include the first 5 letters of your email address, then send me an email to samstrains@outlook.com, which is down in the description. And send me your home address and I will post it to you for free. To those of you guys who didn't win, I'm so sorry you didn't win. I wish I could have a prize for all of you, but I want to say a huge, huge thank you to you all. I mean, you can honestly say that you have helped to keep this channel in existence, and you really, really have. So even though I haven't got a prize to send to you, and I wish I had, I do really appreciate you, and I couldn't do this channel without you, so please don't feel too bad. And of course, I will do more giveaways in the future. But yeah, Colin, Fabri and George, well done to you. I will get in touch with you. Well, you need to get in touch with me, and then I will send them to you as soon as possible. And I'm hoping to take delivery of those Stevenson's rocket coaches as well, so if anyone who claimed one of those from me is still waiting, hopefully I will get them soon and I will send those off to you. The doorbell rang just before the stream started, so I'm hoping I've got those. I will contact you soon about them. Right, awesome. Well, let's do one more round of requests then. Here they are. This is from Sparky129 Games, the first one, who wanted to see 2 tank engines. So I've got the Gregsby, the ugly tank engine, and I decided to let the Ghost 1361 have another try since it all went so wrong to start with some box fans and a Queen Mary brake van. So I put my favourite box fans on there, the Southern ones and the Queen Mary. Then we have Mayo, who wanted to see Mallard, the 1361, the Mahano Western on a flatbed, the Railgun, egg vans and an LNER brake van on the back. That's a very complicated request, followed by an incredibly simple one on the inside line. This is Sideways 66779, a Wickham trolley. There you go. So Sideways 66779, I hope you like that. Let's start the tank engine doubleheader. Ah, yes, Gregsby's a bit too fast for the 1361, I think, but never mind. Then we've got Mallard on the 1361. Interested to see how these go together, actually. Let's go. Obviously, the coupling hasn't worked on the 1361. Try again. Oh, goodness sake. This coupling, seriously, one day I'm going to lose it and just destroy this thing, like, through no fault of my own, honestly. Right, I think we're there. How long do you think it'll remain coupled for? Very long? No, probably not. Oh, I think the railgun might be off. Oh, no. Oh, goodness sake. No, the coupling hasn't got any. Oh, no. Goodness sake. The coupling's dropped out now of the 1361. It didn't come uncoupled, it literally dropped out. Well, let's get the Wickham trolley started, if it will. Oh, there you go. Yep, Wickham trolley. All right, let me see if I can get this coupling back in the 1361. The couplings just are useless. I must say, Heldren couplings are useless. It doesn't even clip in. It's not, it just doesn't clip in, it's just ledged in, so. Let's try again. Oh, and this back one won't couple. And why is it every time I run this 1361? It's so, just an embarrassing display. Right, forwards, there we go. Please, just stay on the track for me, please. Right, let's see how it gets on. How long do you think it's going to last, folks? I give it 1 lap. I reckon 1 lap, it seems rather generous for that. We'll see. Let's see where they are. And while these run, I will go through and thank all of the generous super chatters. So thank you all, guys. I will go through and thank you all individually. And I have been reading your messages during the VTs as well, so I haven't missed you. There's the Wickham trolley. Look at that. Such a cool little thing, that. Still amazes me how they're able to motorise such a tiny thing. It's unbelievable, really. Right, so here is the master list. Uh-oh. Something's got... Oh, for goodness sake. The couplings come out the front of the 1361. Oh, what a surprise. All right, my lord, that's enough. I'm hoping the 1361's going to follow, but I'm guessing not. I'm guessing it's just derailed because it's utterly useless. Oh, literally, the Tart class is more useful. And I bet this camera's frozen. Well, I'm going to unfreeze it this time because I want to see what's down there. Well, see what's happened to it. Right, let's reactivate. Right, Peb Productions, thank you to you. Colin Wykes, William Babcock. Where is it? Oh, yes, it's derailed badly, I think. Right, let's see if I can pull it out. If not, it will have to end the stream in disgrace. That's it, I got you. It seems as though it was not the 1361 to blame. If I show you the wheels, they are not all seized up. Well, they aren't, like, sort of moving. Anyway, they're not seized up. So I think it might have been something to do with the railgun or the flatbed, or maybe the western train came off, I couldn't quite see. But yes, that did not end in success, did it? And it's funny that, because whenever the 1361 is involved, that is usually the case. But never mind. We did our best with that. Oh, and something else has gone wrong as well now. Is the Mobius going to work? Ah, oh dear. Is there something else that's not on that train? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there's an egg van. I might have known. Oh, it could have been the egg vans that did it then, couldn't it? There was an egg van in the way. Well, I didn't realise that. I assumed they might still be on the track. I now know that was a foolish thing to assume. Oh dear. What a way to end the Christmas stream. I can see the 1361 as derailed. I'm hoping it will get as far as I can reach it. And then I'll be able to put it back on, and it now has. Alright, 1361, I'm not going to blame you for that one, because I don't think it was your fault. It was those naughty egg vans, wasn't it? Right. I'm just going to head down to the front, pop the 1361 back on the track, and then I promise I will thank my super chatters who have been waiting patiently while the circus went ahead. Right, here we go then, super chatters. Thank you all so much. So we have Peb Productions, Colin Wykes, thank you so much, Colin, for your continued support. William Babcock, Tagot 00, Jared SAR, George Botterini, A2020 Vision, Michael Cohen, E350TB, Terence Priestley, William Town, ERT, Sparky129 Games, AZ Rail, Mark 7188, Mayo Hosco, Sideways 66779, Stephen Batt, ERT, Sparky129 Games again, Whammy Radio by Christian Man, thank you Whammy Radio as always, or Christian Man I guess I should call you. Shining Time 4, William Babcock again, Lignette 5972, Dervand 94, Paul Bowman, Isaac Marchand, Jimmy Saved Latin, Meaton, William Town, Redversby, Barrett Young, Paul Bowman, Dan Gorey, Ben Clark, Jason Evans, Gary Strand, Intrepid The, I didn't see yours I don't think, but thank you Intrepid The, Ben Clark, Sparky129 Games again, Samuel Ives, Matthew, I'll just call you Matthew in case my pronunciation of your second name is in some way offensive, which I suppose it could well be, Mervyn Gouliat, I think that might be right, Ros Reedmer, thank you Ros, Sean Johnston, oh, I didn't see that one. Was on par. Oh, Sam, your Christmas video was on par with some of David Firth's videos. Well, that's a compliment. Thanks for the nightmares, mate. Fancy running Maud with a good strain? I certainly do, Sean. Yeah, I can certainly do that. Sparky129 Games, thank you for satisfying some speed demons here. Ah, no problem, no problem. Glad you like that. Gunther Hammerhold, thank you very much. Peck it with Bullman, that's a good idea. Chris R. 1989-7, a BR electric loco of your choice with Mark III coaches. Yeah, we can totally do that. William Town, Katie Heslin, Jimmy Saved Latin, thank you very, very much. Sir Philip, ERT, Tagot 00, feels odd not seeing 20 Kelly super chats. I think Kelly's been quite frightened by my Christmas special. I think that might be why. I don't know if I should apologise to Kelly for scaring her, because yeah, she doesn't like these freaky things I do sometimes. Oh dear. Sir Philip, ERT, Frazzle Gun, Matthew again, Lewis Hughes, thank you so much. James Livingstone, and it's just jumped. Darn. Let me see, where were we? Why does it do that? That's so annoying, YouTube. Right. No, I've lost it now. Hang on. James Livingstone, Sir Philip, A2020 Vision, Jason Schleckner, I think, Sarah Webber, One Piece Crazy Train, William Sewell again, Harry Chapman, Isaac Marchand, Trainline 5000, Dan Bateman, Sparky129 Games, Sir Philip, One Piece Crazy Train again, Luke, ERT, Turbulence Music, William Sewell, The Richie Rich, Sparky129 Games, ERT, Sir AJ Finley Jr., ABS Flint, Simeon Jackson, Trainline 5000, Sean Johnson, Matthew again, thank you Matthew so much, Michael Aldred, Yu Yan, you found a Bachmann A4, that's pretty cool, a 9F with some freight, yes, I can do that, Ridiculous Railways, I hope you're having a good day as well, TrainFan25, Stuart, Merry Christmas to you too, Lewis Buer, I'm T Gamer, Sparky129 Games, Ben Clark and Tagot 00 finally, so there we go. And how are the trains on the layout? That camera has frozen, annoyingly. Can we find the Wickham trolley in time, I wonder? Yes, yes, I just saw it disappear. There it is, hey, the Wickham trolley. I do love that thing. I know it's silly, but I do like it. So yeah, thank you for requesting the Wickham trolley. Right, folks, well, that will just about do it then for another series of Sam's Trains Live. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I've really enjoyed this one. There's been a lot of good stuff, a lot of silly stuff as well, but thank you for tuning in and putting up with all of it. And of course, thank you to all of you guys who have supported this show with Super Chats. It's a big thing, and I really do appreciate it, so thank you. All that's left to say is a very, very Merry Christmas to you and a Happy New Year as well. There's lots more videos from me still to come, some interesting reviews hopefully, and we've got the best and worst model trains of the year still to come, so that's pretty exciting. Thank you for watching once again, and I will see you very, very soon. Alright, Merry Christmas folks, see you soon.
Hey folks, thank you all very, very much for tuning in for another episode of Sam's Trains Live. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with another episode very, very soon, but in the meantime, please enjoy the videos that I'll be posting on my channel. Till then, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks again for your support, folks, and take care of yourselves.